Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Riska Aprilianti from the ICP Geography Education Study Program. Before discussing material about the earthquake and tsunami in Palu, I first discussion what was the earthquake and tsunami. Earthquake measurement using a seismometer. Magnitude moment is the usual scale where earthquake occur for all the world. The Richter scale is the scale reported by the National Observatory measured on a local magnitude of 5 magnitude scale. Both of the same scale in the range of number is valid. Earthquake of 3 magnitude or greater are almost non-existent, and if magnitude 7 is more likely to cause serious damage in a large area, depending on the depth of the earthquake. The following is a picture of an earthquake measuring the phase is seismometer. Earthquakes are vibrations that occur on the surface of the earth caused by the sudden release of energy from the inside, which creates seismic waves. Earthquake caused by movement of the earth crust. The frequency of an area refers to the type and size of earthquakes that are experienced in several periods. Next, the types of earthquake based on the cause can be divided into 5, namely, number 1, tectonic earthquake. The tectonic earthquake was caused by activity, namely sudden shift of tectonic plates, which had the strength from the small to the very large. The earthquake caused many disasters and damage to nature on Earth. A strong earth vibration capable of spreading throughout the earth. Earthquake is caused by the release of energy that occurs because of tectonic plates shifting, like a rubber band is pulled and released suddenly. Hanging wall block is a part of the rock body that relatively above the fault plane. Strike. Strike is the direction of the line formed from the intersection of the planar plane with the horizontal plane is termed of the north direction. Strike slip faulting produces little to no vertical offset between the two planes but significant lateral onset. The cause of strike slip fault earthquake is due to the movement of the two plates against one another and the release of butt-up strain. As the larger plates are pushed or pulled in different directions, they build up strain against the adjacent planes until it finally falls. Dip. Dip is the degree of inclination formed between the planar and horizontal planes whose direction is perpendicular to the strike line. Normal faulting is a fault that has the direction of motion of a rock block that follows the direction of the rock gravity downward along the fault plane. Footwall block is a part of rock that is relatively under the plane of the fault, and reverse faulting is a fracture that block the rock has the direction of motion opposite the normal fault direction of motion, which is pointing up so it can be seen. The opposite fan is opposite of normal fracture. Number 2, volcanic earthquake. This earthquake occurred due to magma activity, which usually occurs before volcanic erupts. If the activity is higher, it will cause an explosion which will also cause an earthquake. The earthquake was only felt around the volcano. Volcanic are all even related to magma that reach the surface of the earth through cracks in the earth crust or through a central band called the canal or diatrema. Volcanic is a natural phenomenon associated with the infiltration of magma in the earth crust or lithosphere. The magma activity is caused by the high temperature and pressure of magma in the earth and will cause cracks and a shift in the earth crust. Infiltration of magma under the earth's surface or on the inside of the earth crust is called magma intrusion. If the infiltration of magma reaches the surface of the earth is called the extrusion of magma. Number 3. Earthquake collision. A collision earthquake is an earthquake produced by the fall of celestial bodies, such as asteroids and meteors, to the surface of the Earth. This tremor was caused by the impact of a collision between a falling celestial body and the surface of the Earth. The result of the collision, in addition to causing vibration on the surface of the Earth, also caused the creation of craters or holes in the surface of the Earth. The crater can be small and can be large, depending on the size of the celestial body that hit the surface of the Earth. This collision earthquake is very rare nowadays because there has not been an event of the fall of heavenly bodies in recent years. Celestial bodies that fall to Earth and cause vibration are called earthquake collision. Earthquake collapse. A collapse earthquake is an earthquake that occurs as a result of the collapse of something, be it soil, rock, or other parts of the Earth's lithosphere. This collapse is usually caused by the hollow interior of the lithosphere. The, the earthquake collapse can also be caused by mountain slopes or hills that fall due to not being able to withstand the load or the slope is too sharp. Earthquake collapse generally occur in mining areas, then in limestone mountains, mountain slope or steep walled beach, or in cave area. These earthquakes rarely occur because these places do not always experience landslides. Number 5. Artificial earthquake. An artificial earthquake is an earthquake caused by human activity, namely blasting dynamite, nuclear, or being struck on the surface of the earth. The following is an example image of an artificial earthquake. Cause of earthquake. Generally, earthquakes are caused by layers of energy produced by pressure caused by moving plates. As time goes by, the pressure gets bigger and finally reaches a state where the pressure cannot be held anymore by the tilting. At that time also an earthquake will occur. The following is an example of a plate movement picture. The motion of the plates approaching each other can also cause earthquake. The movement of two plates which are precisely hitting each other also affect the formation of mountains, as happened to Mountain Everest, which continues to be high due to the motion of the plates beneath it, which are getting closer and closer and overlapping each other. Tsunami is come from Japanese absorption words. Tsunami, tsu means harbor and nami means wave. Tsunami are movement of water bodies caused by sudden changes in sea level vertically. Change in sea level can be caused by earthquake originating from under the sea, underwater volcanic eruption, underwater landslides, or at sea or meteors. The energy contained in tsunami waves is very large. Tsunami are sometimes considered tidal waves. That is because when it reaches land, this wave it is more like a high tide than resembles the ordinary waves that reach the coast. However, the actual tsunami waves have absolutely no relation to the tidal events. Tsunami waves can propagate in all directions. In the deep sea, tsunami waves travel at speed of up to 1,000 km per hour, matching the aircraft's speed. The height of the waves in the deep sea is only around 1 meter. Thus, the wave speed is not too felt by ships that are at sea. However, when approaching the coast, the speed of the tsunami waves decreases. However, its height has increased to tens of meters. Causes of tsunami. Number 1. Earthquake under the sea. Earthquakes that occur under the sea are the most frequent cause of tsunami. Vertical movement in the earth crust or earthquake can cause the seabed to rise off or fall suddenly, which cause disruption of the water balance above it. This condition result in the occurrence of ocean energy flow, which when it arrives at the coast become a tsunami. However, not all earthquakes that occur under the sea can cause a tsunami. Underwater earthquakes that cause tsunami are earthquakes that meet the following criteria. Number 1, the epicenter was less than 13 kilometers below sea level. Number 2, an earthquake with a minimum magnitude of 6.5 magnitude. Earthquake caused by an up or downfall pattern 2. Number 2, volcano eruption. Volcanoes are found all over the world. Eruption for volcano can cause volcanic earthquake, although very rare. Tsunami caused by volcanic eruption have devastating effect. Plus, if the position of the volcano is under the sea. Number 3, underwater landslides. Submarine landslides generally occur due to collision between continental plates and oceanic plates caused by earthquake and seawater change. This situation forms the most ocean suddenly if even the sun the same movement of water volume. At a certain scale, it can cause a tsunami. The characteristic of a tsunami caused by underwater landslide are small-scale earthquake but capable of causing a terrible tsunami. Number 4. Tsunamis, a meteor strike. Tsunami can also occur due to falling meteors into the ocean. In addition, meteors that fall to the surface of the sea can also cause an imbalance of planes under the sea, which cause an earthquake. This rarely happens, but results in a very large tsunami. Number 5. Human activity. Some human activity is also possible to damage the earth. For example, to test weapons for war, such as nuclear bombs. If the test is carried out in the ocean, this could potential cause an earthquake under the sea that could potential cause a tsunami. Ring of fire is an area shaped like a horseshoe that surrounds the Pacific Ocean, covering a length of 40,000 kilometers. About 90% of earthquakes occurring in this area and 81% of the large earthquakes occur along the Ring of Fire. Indonesia entered into the Ring of Fire so that frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruption. The frequent occurrence of earthquakes in Indonesia cause the risk of tsunami to be even greater. The risk will increase because Indonesia is at the meeting of the Indonesian Ocean, one of the many regions in Eastern Indonesia that holds a significant tsunami potential is the city of Palu and its surroundings. 3 events have occurred around Palu Bay, namely in 1927, 1968, and 1996, while around surrounding have several pitches of fault which have the potential to generate quite strong earthquakes. The fault is the Palu-Koro Fault, which extends from Palu to the south and southeast through North Sulawesi to the south of Bone to the Banda Sea. Palu is the capital region of Central Sulawesi Province, consisting of 4 sub-districts covering an area of 395.06 km, namely the district of West Palu, South Palu, East Palu, and North Palu. Earth as a foothold for living creatures has a lot of complexity in its moments events. With the movement of tectonic plates making the Earth's surface has a variety of natural resources and the risk of disaster what will occur in the future. Islands tectonic Sulawesi. Sulawesi Island is located in the confluence zone between 3 large plate movements, namely the movement of the Australian Indian Plate from the south at an average speed of 7 cm per year, the Pacific Plate from the east with a speed of about 6 cm per year, and the Asian Plate moving relatively passive, passively to the southeast. Sulawesi, position in the microplate tectonic area, is very vulnerable to movements and collision of the three plates, which will cause geological phenomena and adverse impact on human life, especially the threat of earthquake and tsunami in that can occur at any time. History of the Palu city earthquake and tsunami. Palu and the surrounding area, besides being very prone to earthquake, are also prone to tsunamis. Earthquake and tsunami in this area has been proven by some historical record of earthquake and tsunami is that took place since 1927, such as the 1927 Palu earthquake and tsunami, the 1938 earthquake and tsunami, Parigi, and the 1968 earthquake and Tambu tsunami. Cause of earthquake and tsunami in Palu, based on the position and depth of the earthquake center. The earthquake event was caused by active fault activity in the Palu Coro fault zone that is northwest southwest, while the mainland area around the epicenter of the 7.4 Scala Richter, such as Donggala district, was composed by tertiary and quaternary rocks. This rock has partially weathered